welcome. Once again, I think I'm gonna have to take you off. Well, I was trying to keep you on, but I have to take you off. Upcoming. What is it saying? Am I not right now? Goodness, a YouTube are going some things. Anyhow, let me try and see what this is all about. Oh boy. I just stay put, yeah. Anyhow, put it on. One way or the other, we still have to keep it on. We still have to make it work. Gonna make it happen. So if I have to shift, I don't know what to tell you. Hi folks, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hi Hope, Bernard, welcome. As you enter, remember to like the live and let us know where you're watching us from. Give us a big thumbs up and tell us where you're watching from. Thank you very much for joining me this evening or this afternoon. I appreciate your company. I'm giving it a shot again because I tried it earlier, but some things seem to be off, so I'm just giving it a shot again. So if you're here at this time and you want to chit chat, feel free to say hello and let us get into it. Yeah, I still feel like I can't see myself without all of the reflections, but that's fine. So I'm on here for a little bit as part of my 90-day challenge. I'm back on here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not allowed to talk to you anymore. I'm not allowed to, so I'm not allowed to talk to. That's up to you. I've never said that to you, but if that is how you feel, that is up to you, Hope Bernard. I cannot tell you what to do or what not to do, but if you're interested in seeing Jamaica, learning more about my beautiful island home, then you can stick around, like the live, enjoy all the clips about Jamaica, all the footage that you'll see about Jamaica. Or if you're interested in learning more about money management and so on, then you can stick around as well. All right, but that is up to you, solely up to you. So welcome in. I am VC and I'm live from Jamaica. I show content about my beautiful island home and I tell you about money management while I'm at it. So if that is something that interests you, feel free to give it a thumbs up and let's talk. Red TV, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all stopping by. I'm not so certain how that changes the price of rice, but I appreciate you all for stopping by. Anywho, I think I'm gonna have to take this off because the reflection is too much. Like I can't deal with the reflection. Let's hope my eyes stick around or they're able to deal with what is happening. Yes, folks, so welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's chit chat a little bit about, let's start with Jamaica. Have you ever been to Jamaica before? If this is your first time catching me live. Hi, Joy. You're coming hot. BC. Hi, Joy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you come on in, remember to like the live. Tell us where you're watching from. For the people who don't know you and don't know where you're watching from, just let them know where you're watching from. And my question was, have you ever been to Jamaica? Have you ever heard about Jamaica? Kind of vibe for the people who are new here and don't know anything about Jamaica. Outside of that, I'm fine. I I'm on my 90-day challenge, as you would already know, and as such, I'm trying to be. Today is Ash Wednesday, so I didn't work today. So I had the opportunity to test the live out once. Never really quite, it said I posted that 1 day and a half ago, which just happened. And so I'm now just trying it again to see what is happening. So how are you? And do you all celebrate, or is it celebrate? I don't, yeah. Yeah, Ash Wednesday in your neck of the woods. Is Ash Wednesday a thing on your side of town? Or is it just a Jamaican? Can't be a Jamaican thing because Grenada is Caribbean, so it should be there as well. Oh, you're on a JetBlue flight heading to New York, New York? Well, have a safe flight. New York was my place for a while. So I'm quite familiar with New York, let's put it that way. But yeah. So Red TV, have a safe flight. And if you're interested in seeing more content about Jamaica, feel free to subscribe, and you'll get to see once I post content. All right? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm very passionate about my island home. I love to show people my place. So because of that, yeah, that's why I'm here, really. So yes. Thank you, whomever that is giving me the hearts. I appreciate it. I see them coming up. Thank you very much. I also see that I'm getting 1 and 2 thumbs up. So that is good too. So folks, if you're new here, as I mentioned before, I'm telling you about Jamaica and what my island home, what I like about Jamaica and all of those things. And I'm also helping you to have a better relationship with money while I go through my journey with money as well. So again, if that is something that interests you, it interests me, so I'm sharing it with you as I go along the journey. So today I was talking about something, and the question was about the money, and somebody said um, they've been saving since they've been younger, and you don't wear, because the discussion was around my thrifted dress that I said I was going to share. I shared it, and somebody was saying it's not about the clothes itself, it's about how you carry yourself. You have to be confident, you have to have a presence about you, and depending on the quality, you just have to know how to dress it up, fix it up, all of those things. So that's a little bit of what happened today. So, have you ever thrifted anything before? Have you ever been to like a flea market? I saw Resilient Queen, she was at a flea market, and she was saying it's the first time she's been to a place like that. Have you ever been to like a flea market, a thrift store, that kind of thing? I'm looking on here too because I don't know. In the event, sometimes my thing will act up. I don't want it to be acting up and I'm not seeing it. What here, have you ever been to any of those places where you get price discount on certain things? Anybody? Why do I feel like you all are just okay? Joy says yep. I was just about to say, boy, I not all go quiet for me, and I'm not one to have this silent live. Some people, I should try that. I should just sit down for like 2 minutes and not say anything and see what happens. All right, let's try it for a minute. When it changes to 10, I'm gonna try it for a minute. We're gonna try it being silent for a minute and see what happens. Maybe that is what is fun for others, but I can't do it. If me see you upon a live and you're silent, I cannot. Like, you must be somebody special to me, or me feel say, boy, I'm supporting you differently. So I'll sit with you for maybe 5, not 5. I normally do like 10-15 minutes. And that's usually if I know that I'm gonna be on a journey. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just sit with that. So you've been to those places a few times. By this time, I've been to them many times. If I'm counting New York and I'm counting here and other places that I've traveled to. Yes, I have. And how did you find it? Yeah, man. There are certain things too. There are certain things that I'd be quick to pick up. Then there are other things that I don't want. So there are certain things that I still wouldn't want at a thrift store, and but there are certain things that I would get. So I get that as well. And there are some things, if people have like a yard sale or people have those things, trust me, it's the same equipment that you're using is the same thing. Um, but some people just don't. Some people just are not for it. So I'm gonna try and sit down, Joey. Bear with me for a minute. Let's see if I can do a minute. I'm gonna do a few seconds of just not saying anything, just looking at the screen and pausing and see how that works. So I'll do that in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have half a minute down. And I'm back. All right. So sometimes you get collectibles. True. Like if you like vintage stuff and things, that is exactly where you should go. But as you say, some people love to buy cheap things. It all depends. So there are some things that if I get it reasonably priced, I'll take it. So like my dress that's on this thumbnail, I'll take it. The quality is good and stuff. But it's just that I got it at a more affordable price. There are some things though I won't buy them cheap because you know that you're gonna have to get it back. Especially like car parts. I'm not buying any car parts. I much prefer my genuine car parts. So like if you go to the part store, they'll say they have off the market or non-genuine and genuine. And when it costs me more, I want the genuine because you see, one time somebody convinced me to buy some non-genuine disc pads. And when I tell you, say, the car, I was going off a steep. We have like a real decline in Jamaica when it comes on to. There's a road, like a highway, that it's very steep to come off. You see, I just saw the car, you see, as soon as me reach where me reach, luckily for me, I was gonna be in Mobile like for 2 days or whatever. Me say, me got the mechanic. Me say, take off them for me, please. Me know me just buy them, but me get the original and deal with it. Me, never again. The only thing I will buy, that's not original, is that little AC filter thing. Outside of that, yeah. So there are some things, Joy, I understand. People want to buy them, um, like not the buy the cheaper version. Not everything works that way. And so for my shoes as well, I've come to realize that hey, look here, may have to be comfortable. I bought a pair of shoes on 2 pairs of shoes on DSW. At the time they were on sale, and I got them, and I realized that the cushions. So I wear heels sometimes, most times, yeah. And I realized that the cushion wasn't for those shoes. They were great shoes, lasted me for. So I had them since 2023, and I just changed them the other day. And to be honest, they're still in the car. Like the one part inside is kind of stripping, but outside is still sturdy. Everything is still fine. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, man. So outside, everything is still sturdy and it's so comfortable. Same way after 3 years. So I decided, look, I'm gonna buy back the same pair. So one pair was like 50 something dollars. I never cared because in my head I'm like, if you're gonna last me for 3 years, definitely will buy you, you know. And So I searched on the place to find a similar one. It was hard to find, but eventually I found the one similar to it, but with the heel inches were a little less, but that's fine. I mean, I have to beat up myself over that, so that is fine. But yeah, we have to be mindful. Some things that are cheaper will work out well, some things won't. But when it come on to clothes and stuff, like if it's a cotton material, I think even this top, I think even this was thrifted years ago. Was it? Yeah, maybe. Because let me tell him, put this on vibrate, folks. One moment. Let me tell you. So for me, I now that I found out about the thrift stores in Jamaica, yeah, I'll be a mix and match me a mix and match. So you're gonna see me with clothes that I've had from when and mixing with a thrifted piece because I am not going down that road anymore. Funny thing is I have bought genuine parts and they don't last longer. Really? That's interesting. What type of vehicle you drive, Joey? I drive a Toyota. So you know Toyota parts easier to get. I want to do a 14 parish trip with you just to see Jamaica with you traveling. A Subaru, okay. I don't know how that would work because in order for me to do 14 parishes, that is a bit tricky. That's a bit tricky. Yeah, man, genuine parts are more expensive, like way more expensive because sometimes they will say, oh, the non-genuine is 2,000, the genuine is 13,000. And I'm like, what a big jump. Or you'll hear that one is 10,000 and one at 30,000. And you're like, so then why this one have a big, yeah man, Subaru, I stick to what I can thing there, try to maintain and stuff. If you want to do a virtual trip though, Red TV, you can check out my channel. I have been to every single parish across the island a couple times. I also did a little snippet on Holland Bamboo for what it was before and then after. Mind you, I've not done a lot in after Melissa because I was feeling a little too emotional. May I tell you the truth? Feeling a little too emotional, so I wasn't about to share that. I didn't know how I would take it either, so I didn't share too much on that. So Sharon, how are you? How were the pancakes? Because I think I went to hang out close and then when I came back, you were gone. This little thing here is annoying me, but that's fine. Yeah, man, you have to be able to, oh, thank you, whomever's doing the hearts. Thank you very much. Do you have a playlist for all 14 parishes? No, I don't. That's an idea. That's an idea. I'm going to make one as soon as I'm done with this. Thank you very much for that. So, hey, one thing about you, Sharon, I like the way your brain works. I like how your brain works. Remember, I was the one who was reluctant to even have one playlist, but I now have two. I have one with the hotels, another with my live streams, but I really think the one about all 14 parishes is definitely a good suggestion. I will definitely do that because I'm sure people would want to see, one parish, the next. And funny enough, sometimes if I think about a place or remember the place, I'll go back and watch my video. I'm like, no, someone wants to see other place I did look again, or I want to feel that vibe. I'll just go back and watch the video. So I'm encouraging you, if you're new here and you've not seen me before, but you want to check out Jamaica in all its beautifulness, and I just said that, but yeah, in all its glory, you can just go ahead and check out the videos on my channel. Trust me, loving Jamaica is something that I'm able to do, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that I enjoy. Thank you all for the hearts. I see them coming up. I appreciate it. If you've not already done so, remember to like the live. Thank you. And you might be wondering, how is VC here today? Today is Ash Wednesday, that's one. Two, I'm on this 90-day challenge that Luciana started. I'm a part of that group, so I'm trying to think there. Because usually this time of day, I am leaving work, and I don't, by the time I get home, I have no time to even think about going live. I'm so tired, and I have to think about getting stuff done and all of that and going back. So adult life, I want like a tricks sometime. Because what you do is go to work, come home, prepare to go back to work tomorrow, come home again, prepare to go back to work tomorrow. Then you have the weekend, you spend one day. So like for me, this is what I've been trying to do. So like Saturdays I try to rest a bit, so I try not to work too much. I might go out or somewhere to help me to relax, but I try not to do too much work. Sundays when I go to church, sometimes if I didn't get to do, so I do my preparation stuff from Wednesday, Thursdays. So if I didn't get to do it, sorry about that. Hey Casey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, so if I don't get to do it on the Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, now me have to do laundry. So that means that I probably don't get to go to church. You still have to meal prep. You still have to. I watch church on YouTube, but it's not the same. One time I watch church on Casey, me say watch Casey. I mean, not more than once, but Sunday was gone, me say her. But yes. Yeah, man, so yeah, adult life is something, it have a thing about it. But I'm still grateful because a lot of people would want to be so busy and want to be doing some of those things. You know what I mean? So let me not complain. Let me see some of the comments. Let me go back out. Casey, oh, you like my thumbnail? Oh, it go on. But it says I'm scheduled to go live. So that's something, yeah? I'm going to go back, so come in and know. I don't know, YouTube has a way of messing around sometimes, and I'm in a foolishness with them. All right, so here we are. The pancakes were a hit. Yeah, man. Let me see, I put in the chocolate chip in the ear me. Yeah, that's my vibe. But now I just buy the chocolate chip mix. But I was telling you too that I realized that Cassie is a chemist. So she knows how to do the combination of stuff. And I was like, now this makes more sense. Because even the simple things that she will say, oh, do this for a headache or this for this. And I'm like, Cassie. Yeah, Cassie is definitely a chemist and I like that. All right, so let's see. We talk about genuine parts are expensive. Casey's in the building. Do you have plans to highlight key features or historic sites? Yes, I want to do that, Joy. But I always say whenever I get vacation, but my vacation is usually about traveling too, but with my best friends, going around the place and stuff. Some of them I'll show, some of them I really don't show too much of. What's your one favorite parish? So Red TV, my one favorite parish. Wait, let me ask in the chat. What's VC's one favorite parish? Can anyone tell me? Let's see if anybody know me. Casey, you know about to answer it. Can we know you have to type it? Portland, close, Sharon. Close, but literally and figuratively close, but not Portland. It's a close second. Hanover, no, we're not counting Hanover, not counting St. James, because that's where my heritage is from. Give it one more guess. Ask me a question higher up, let me see. Oh yeah, I see. Anybody else want to guess before I tell you? What's VC's favorite parish? But say Sunday that I'm not giving the clue because I think I have a short coming out. Ah, there you go, St. Mary. I have a short coming out on Sunday, I think, asking the same question. No, sir, not Clarendon. Clarendon traumatized me a couple years ago when I got lost in Clarendon. and I almost started crying. But yeah. So it's St. Mary. So back to you, Joy. I wanted to um, do those things, but for me, remember YouTube is my hobby. So if I have to work, I have to work. You know what I mean? But whenever I get to go to the sites and stuff, I try to show it to you. So like there are days when I be going out, maybe Casey, we say we're going somewhere, then when you look we reach somewhere and I'm like, oh wow, this is nice, let me capture this kind of vibe. And then there are some days that I'm like, oh, this is so nice, I'm gonna take it all in and not share it. It sounds funny, but I find that as a society nowadays, we are so focused on capturing footage that we don't enjoy the experience. And I don't want that for myself. As much as I am a YouTuber, I don't want that for myself. That was that was my neighbor who got lost. And I remember that video. I grew up with. Oh really? Yeah man. I said that day Mr. Mr. Things some different things. Me I say, look how my parents are go there, I'm gonna be here say, me come and Clarendon and then can't find. But we thank God that that's not the case. Portmore, Joy Guana, man. Portmore is my least favorite place to go in Jamaica is Portmore. I'm changing my relationship with Portmore, as you will see. Stay tuned, but outside of that, I don't know, Portmore not really speak to me like that. Maybe it's me. But yeah, you say you were from Clarendon Red TV. That's awesome. Clarendon now when I go, me need to know people or on things because and there's a different side of Clarendon now. So I've been to Kellit side, up that side where by the time I left the night it was so foggy. When me I come off of the hill, me have to turn on my AC because I couldn't see my wiper. Cause the fog was so man. Yeah, it was Foga Road. I don't know when me end up down the road all around the place. Luckily for me, I am one that I can stop and ask people questions. I kind of assess the situation quickly and be like, hey, I can ask this person a question or this. I know anybody may ask questions still, but you know, I like to Jamaica. We have a saying in Jamaica: ask pass and you can't last. So that's what I did, thankfully. Um, are there certain areas in St. Mary that you like? Yes. Alright, so let me tell you now. So Port Maria proper, Port Maria around that side, and the side to what you call it, Pagino, where you go to the beach. Love. So like I'll have lunch there, go wet my foot on the beach, that kind of, cause there's a strip that goes all the way down. There I love Port Maria again because it has, what is the name? Is it A&E? There was a bakery right across the road from the post office next to the tax office kinda. If you know St. Mary, you know, they used to have this nice cake back when I used to love sweet stuff. Like I would go anytime, and I remember I said I used to work in St. Mary. I worked in St. Mary for 5 years. So outside of that, I mean, I still visit St. Mary, but that time I was going there frequently. So yeah, love that. I love Tower Isles because it gives you like a touristy vibe. It's like right before St. Anne and the border of St. Anne and St. Mary. And that too has a different vibe. It's just nice. I don't know if you've seen the video that I did with looking at it right now when I was on that swing bridge. Oh my gosh, the name is slipping me, but that's along Tower Isles. I'll try and remember and tell you. But yeah, I also like Castleton. That has a different like relaxing vibe to it. And I also like so St. Mary and Portland has the same name, Windsor Castle. So up in the hills there, that's how I got introduced to the St. Mary Massive. Like when I worked, so I worked with St. Mary Massive for a little while when I was doing some rural work. And I realized that for the St. Mary people, once you tell them, okay, I'm coming today, I'm planning this, I would love to execute this, they are ready. they're willing to help, and so on. So I remember going to Windsor Castle up that side, and the people, they were farming and they were cooking outside the old school, like the traditional Jamaican thing. And I was so impressed. And then the Matele say, then I saw cocoa. Like what my grandfather, the cocoa what them used to make tea, we call it cocoa, but it can be cocoa, but we don't want to mix it up with the yam. But you know what I mean? And I tried that again for the first time in years. Then they were like, no money, I go home care on this banana. And then it was apple time, so everybody want to pick apple. It gave me this feeling of Jamaica that I never, you know, that's something that I missed. And I was happy to experience it again. And that's where I tried Susumba. I've never tried it before. And I tried it there. And when me tell you say, like when it mixed with the salt mackerel, it have a vibe. It have a vibe. Like people said you should prepare for like a bitterish taste. Yeah. But when you mix it with the salt mackerel, it gives it a vibe as well. So in terms of St. Mary, yes, that's like there's so many little spots where I just, yeah, the people, and then the people, you see, when you're going through the junction, they still have the culture of booming ride or begging ride. I stopped that a few years ago, about 2, 3 years ago, when my colleagues them say, hey, you need to cut that out. But I've even made friends just from people asking for a ride to go around and to Broadgate and whatever, and I've made friends that way. But they're like, hey, it's a new time now. Phone is very common. People can just message somebody and say, hey, me I come in at this vehicle, look out for me, this, that, the other. But VC, I'm friendly, so yeah. But I stopped now. But yeah, St. Mary people just have a different kind of vibe. They're friendly. St. Mary is usually peaceful, similar to Portland, relatively peaceful, so you know that the people, they look out for you. I think that is it in terms of St. Mary. We own all the properties that they turn into schools now. We're all over here in this. Oh, okay. That's nice. Hi, Miss Do It Yourself. Welcome to my daytime live. I'm doing my 90-day challenge. I tried to come on today, but I don't know what happened. The video is saying that I posted it from yesterday, 1.5 days ago or something like that. So I said, let me give it another shot and see what happens. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, but yeah, that is it. All right, so I tried to clean off this thing. I hope you can see me better. Sean, you're back. You left work already? Or are you just listening? I'm doing well, Miss Do It Yourself. As I said, I'm just on this. The 90-day challenge is pushing me out of my comfort zone. Today is a holiday. It's a public holiday in Jamaica, so I decided to come on live. I tried it earlier. Shawnee called that one earlier, but when I was done, it said I was on like from yesterday. So I'm like, all right, let's give this another shot. So I am back to kind of be here with you for a little bit. I can't stay too long because I have other engagements after 6 o'clock. But I'm here, and yes, I'm engaging you all as you come in. Remember to like the live if you've not subscribed and you're interested in seeing more content about Jamaica and just learning more about finances and thrifting and doing better with your money. Stick here and subscribe. So today is Ash Wednesday in Jamaica. So it's a Christian holiday, Miss Do It Yourself. So it's what we consider the beginning of Lent. So a lot of people in Jamaica too, they will say, oh, I'm giving up soda for Lent, I'm giving up social media for Lent, I'm giving up. So it goes all the way up to the Easter period. I'm trying to remember, because I'm not doing an Easter thing, but may I tell you what the history is. So yeah, I think it's a 30-day, or somebody on here who knows, So it's Ash Wednesday and we go up to the Easter period. like, you know, Good Friday, Easter Monday kind of vibe. And I think it goes a little bit after that. And that is what it has. Do you have a Facebook page? Please add me or take my email so we can stay in touch. My email is in my bio on this thing here. What is this now? So my description on my YouTube channel, yeah man, my email is in there, Red TV. So you can send me an email and just let me know, hi, this is Red TV, caught you live, and I'm just, you know, touching base kind of vibe. What of Instagram? Hi, Complex. Wait, Complex is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I'm on Instagram now, so it's the same name. So on TikTok and Instagram, it's Vibing with VC. Funny enough, the Instagram thing was last year. Me say me go join Instagram, but I said this year I was becoming a little reclused, but I still am gonna stick to YouTube. So I decided that for TikTok, I have been sharing one video per month, to try to keep, because some people I realize that they're following me. Thank you, Complex. I realize that they follow me because they want to know about, you know, some of the things that I, in terms of my financial journey and stuff. And a lot of them too, they like Jamaica, so they like to guess the spot and where like I'll show a little clip and I'm like, please look at the monitor and identify this location. And I'll give some clues, like I'll say, this parish does not have a KFC, but it has a vibe. Or this parish has whatever, whatever, and they'll respond. And like the last one I posted last week was about St. Thomas, and I was like, where is this? What was the name of this place before it was now the urban center? You know, so people get an idea of the history behind some of these places. So yeah, I'm also there as well, but you'll find me more frequently on here, even though I'm still not so frequent, but you get the point. So yeah, TikTok, my nephew was in my skin. He was like, Auntie, you can't up on YouTube and the TikTok. But then my friends, they were like, how in the world did you jump from Facebook to TikTok, what young people think, and not even stop at Instagram? So I was like, all right, cool. I will stop at Instagram and I'll do it by the end of the year. So that's why for me, I like to make goals and just make them plain. So, you know, um, that way I can say, oh, I didn't meet this goal, so let me try and meet it. So welcome in, Complex. How are you doing this afternoon? Miss Do It Yourself. How are you guys doing? I feel like everybody, should I have another silent minute? Is that what I need right now? I was trying to emulate the people, but we couldn't do that silent minute, the silent life kind of vibe. I'm not on TikTok. I get angry whenever whenever I open the app. I get what you mean, Complex. For me, TikTok is like I see somebody. It's just a whole, what do you call it now? Everything just jumbled. You know what I mean? So like there's no farmer. I don't know how to explain it. But some Jamaican commented, you know, Jamaicans, we have this way of saying things. So somebody was saying, TikTok reminds them of, you know, we're in school, in our school system here in Jamaica. So you have streams. So you'll have the first stream with the smarter kids. Then you'll have like the second, third, and it goes all the way to the last, right? Somebody was saying, in schools we had that for a reason. And TikTok is like a blend of everybody, and it is making them upset because I find that people don't have. I was saying to Casey the other day, I find that people don't get embarrassed. Like they'll say things, they'll do things, and not even feel embarrassed about it. Be like, and I'm like, no, sir. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes I forget that I actually have the app. But as I said, people have reached out to me. They've been asking me about, hey, you stop posting about this and that. So I've been trying to maintain a presence at least to see. The idea was to get the traffic to come over to YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes before I get out of here, folks. It's weird the people. It's weird when people are up on TikTok. They mash up the app. Like they do way better. Yeah. It's weird what they're doing, yeah, man. So we're working for 20. So folks, if you're coming in here and this is you're just landing in the live, remember to give the live a thumbs up. You can do that by double tapping the screen or just hitting the like button. For me, I'm trying to get to 20 likes this afternoon. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, then we're just gonna have to think there. But we have a few minutes left. I think about 18. Then I'll wrap it up. But yes, folks. So as you come in, remember to like the live. That is the goal for this evening. We're going to 20 because yeah. Complex, your patois go on, good man. Your patois come on. And remember, from if you're from Ghana, some of the things will come naturally to you. Similar to, as I said, I don't know if I've said it to you, but I've said it to Casey and some of my friends a number of times. It's like the Liberian broken English is similar to our patois. It's just that the accent is different. So similar to like the Bajan, Grenadian, those things. They're similar, but the accent is a little different. So if you know one, it's easier to catch on to the other one. You know what I mean? So yeah. So folks, come on in, say hello, let us know where you're watching from and what if you've ever. So yeah, man, we have been talking about it complex. So Twin Man has a different, that's the Bajan accent. He gonna have different accents from. It's a little different, but it's still, we still get it, if you know what I mean. So yes, we were talking about money and travel. So we spoke a lot about travel. And I was asking Casey, how the thumbnail look? Did you see my thumbnail? I've been trying with these thumbnails for a little while now. But I think I'm gonna use that a little bit more for my lives. Because it speaks to what I'm about. You know what I mean? So I did that. So remember I told you all that I was gonna post that thrifted dress that I got. I posted it and now I use it as a thumbnail. Because I want people to understand that while you might pay, because if I pay $20,000 for the dress and you pay $300 for the dress, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna look better than you in the dress. To do it. Yes, I use a little AI in there because that's what Casey has been training me to come out of my old school ways. So I tried to utilize it a little bit. Sometimes the photos don't look the same, You can tell that it's not the exact replica, but it works. So yeah, so I have been talking about thrifting, and I'm gonna do. Lady J suggested that I should share with you all where I thrift. So I think I'm gonna post that after. So I'm gonna try to collect some footage and post it after February ends, because when February done, I'm back on my no buy journey, or let's say low buy, but the truth is I don't really need. So the thing is when you know that you don't need stuff. Well, let's say low buy in the event I want to. Let's say I take someone there, because I'm always taking people to the thrift store. And I see something and I'm like, oh, this is fine. Now I can give myself a budget, like a $1,000, $2,000 budget. That won't break the bank, but it still will keep me in check. So the question that I was asking before you guys came in complex is, if you've ever used a thrift store before, what was your experience like? Do you use a thrift store? What is, that kind of thing. Joy said that he used it for some things, but some people like to buy cheap things and not really depend on life there, which I get. We spoke a little bit about what do you call it now? We spoke a little bit about car parts, buying those genuine versus non-genuine, that kind of thing. How we spending the money, and I was saying I saw a Resilient Queen. She was on live and she was saying, not live, she went to a flea market, it was her first time there, that kind of stuff. So we were talking about, how basically just travel and how we save money. I was planning to study graphic design, but with the pace AI is developing, yeah. Yeah. Also, it takes you 5 years. Complex. Usually it takes you 4, sometimes 3, 3.5. Because I finished my bachelor's in 3.5 years. Because I was doing a lot of 18 credits, 21 credits kind of vibe. I don't know what was going on there, but I was back then I was a joke. Let me behave myself. Um, car parts. Yeah, man. So we're talking about buying genuine versus the off the market parts and how I prefer to use genuine parts because I had this experience where my disc pad, I was going down a steep hill and I felt my vehicle like this after I bought the disc pads maybe 2 weeks ago. And I said, hey, these got to go. So as soon as I got to Mobile, I went to the mechanic and I just changed that. Interesting. So here it takes us 4 years, as I said. Well, in Jamaica it's usually 4 years. For some it's 5 if you go to like um, a community college first, then you transition, depending on the bachelor's that you're doing as well. But usually it's for most places it's typically 4 years. But yeah, you have to decide what you want to do. Yeah, depends on what you're studying. So once you decide on what you want to do complex, you just ensure that you do the best that you can. Because a lot of times too, I mean for some fields you need the specific degree. Because if you're going to go in social services, you can't have a graphic design um, degree. And the same thing, if you're gonna go into graphic design, you can't say I do social services. You know what I mean? So those kind of things. You can't be a chemist. You can't want to be work in the lab and say, oh, I have an English degree. Now go work. But but yeah, so you have to think about the things that will, because AI now when I tell you, like, I just plug in and I say, um, please create a thumbnail for stating that, and I just give it the heading, and it does it. Like I say, use this photo to create a thumbnail, and it does it. So now it's going in a different way. And I told you all about. I told you that I started this, deciding to try this when when my eyes were giving me problems, and I had to hurry up and come up, move from the computer screen. So you'd type something up, draft it up, and you'd um, then edit and then edit another time. I had to kind of cut out that. So I had to get some support. The good thing about it is if you cannot, so for me, I find that if you can't formulate a sentence, it's not going to help you to formulate. Well, I've not had that experience because thankfully I'm able to formulate a sentence. But if you can't, whatever whatever you do, it just, what you call it now? Polishes it up, zhuzhes it up, modifies it a little bit, and I like that. There are sometimes though when I put something in, I remember saying, "What this not do nothing?" At the same thing, when I says to somebody, they looked at me and they're like, "Well, that means that you're doing a very good job," because I, did something and I thought it was gonna say something else. It said the same thing, but yeah. But yeah, complex. You have to be mindful of that because you don't want to spend the money to go to school and all of those things, and then at the end of the day, you're not able to benefit from it. So there are so many jobs that are at risk now because of AI. All right, folks. So if you're just coming in, please remember to like the live. I'm VC. I'm from Jamaica. I tell you a lot about my beautiful island home, and I also am taking you on the journey to have a better relationship with money. So if that is something that you're interested in, remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, as in like the live. You can double tap the screen to like the live, or you can hit that thumbs up button. Complex, I don't think we're gonna make it to 20 today. Let's see what happens, unless we have a rush of people coming in. But the way it looks now, 20 doesn't seem so feasible, but we're hanging in there for a little bit more. Oh, interesting. So you say I purchased the premium chat GPT version, and it's just like the free one, just unlimited image generation. Interesting. The other day I realized I didn't have chat GPT. I still don't. I don't know if it's somewhere that I've not accessed it or started using it. I use Copilot, but I don't have the Chat GPT specifically. It was when I saw people plugging in something to Chat GPT and say create a photo about me with all the information you have about me regarding my life and work, and it would give them a caricature, right? And I was like, this is interesting. Let me see what this is about. Let me look. Not a Chat GPT. So okay, well that ever miss me. So yeah, that's how I realized. But I use other things. Yeah. Copilot is, but I don't know. You see, for me, I don't like to sign up for too many things complex. Maybe that's my thing that I need to get out of. But I just don't like to. I'm like, okay. So like, if I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I'm going on emails, like I don't like to be signing into things. So, but maybe I need to cut that out so I can have the Copilot and the Gemini. Gemini is the one that I use on this phone. So Gemini is the one that created the thumbnail just now. Copilot I use a lot for like work stuff and that kind of thing. And I don't have Chat GPT. And there are other ones, because I've heard people talk about them. I remember sitting somewhere and hearing people talk about them, and I felt so lost. I was like, where have I been all this time? But it's because I was accustomed to depending on my own self. Like, I felt like in order to preserve my brain cells, I need to formulate stuff for myself. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I feel like things are getting so easy for other people that they're not using their brains anymore. Like, I saw someone while I was passing by TikTok today, and she was saying she's one of them who does the financial journey stuff and that kind of thing. And she was saying, she's telling people about investing and so on, and they'll ask, so what is a good place to invest? And she lists maybe like 3 companies, and they'll say, oh, so what's the best one to invest in? And she's like, nobody wants to. If you're taking everything that I say, how are you going to learn? So she was saying she finds that the generation now, they just want to be spoon-fed. Nobody wants to do any research anymore to learn about anything and that kind of stuff. All right, let me see what it says. Yeah, you can use Magic Eraser to remove their weird thumbnail. Oh, the little star thing that they put on it. Okay, hey, you see, I learn things every day. That's what you mean, complex? Like the little star at the bottom, I can use the Magic Eraser to do that? Complex, you're going to have to comment that after the live. Just put it in my thing to say, VC, I recommend this for graphics or whatever. So I remember. Because once this live is done, that is going to be gone. I'm all about learning, and I feel like in the regular world, I feel like I thought that I was smart enough, but with this Chat GPT AI kind of vibe, I felt like I was getting left behind. That's why I had to step my game up. So these days I use it, but not to the extent that a lot of people are using it, but I'm taking my time easing into things. Casey, you're eating now. What's for dinner? Watch out, me not even realize to me there I talk to Complex, me not realize the Complex slowly reach a number 1. I feel me hold that in. I appreciate it though, Complex. We have 7 minutes left. Let's see if we're gonna get the rush of people to get this 20. Otherwise, 20 I forgot to stay for another time. But that's fine. Mrs. Nakesi Complex attack. If you've invited. Yeah, man. So we're gonna have to, because I think the people who've been in here, they've been in here for a while, so they've already liked the live. But if you're coming in new for some reason and you've not liked the live, feel free to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We have a goal here, but me not like no meet goal, it's not like me, but realistically I have to do what I can and leave the rest in the master's hand. That's all I can do. Casey, how was your thing? How it go? I'm assuming it was good though. But yeah. So I explaining to them that it's Ash Wednesday, so I'm trying to do my, what do you call it? to be on here a little bit more. I'm gonna like with my undershirt to show, but yeah, let me put back this here. Maybe this will help to hide it with this little one I string out. Sure, I'm having sweet potato, Irish potato, pumpkin, dumpling, cabbage, and popcorn with mackerel. But then what a whole heap of things you eat, miss? Complex. Casey have 2 kids. Oh, okay. I was just about to say, wait, what? But yeah. No, so the ear thing and I work so right for me on this alive. But anyway, leave that be. So we're at 12 now. I see people coming in and liking the live. Casey, you sure say you go? Complex, you have to email me. Casey, you sure your belly you go? Pak choy. Okay. Oh, come here and say popcorn. What anyway? Yeah, eat what it though. I could eat some of that, but with some salt mackerel. Not with cabbage and pak choy and whatever. Also, that's a thing that we do in Jamaica too, complex. For a lot of people. I mean, I had chicken today. But for a lot of people who are into the Lent, what is it called? The Lenten? I don't remember. And I don't want to say the wrong thing. The season of Lent, they will not. So on Ash Wednesday, they don't eat meat. They eat fish. They'll eat fish or veg. And for Good Friday, as well as Easter Monday, they don't eat any kind of red meat kind of vibe. Not even chicken. So yeah. So I guess that's what Casey is all about today. As I said, I'm not so on that. So yeah. But guys, I have 3 more minutes in here with you. I'm about to go. But I would love for you to like the live if you can. 40 days before. Yes. I was trying to explain to them, but me that's a true me not really to the upon the Easter life. Some of the things miss me. But yeah, so it's 40 days before the crucifixion. And people normally give up stuff. Yeah man, so Red TV, just send me an email or comment after the live as well. Complex, remember to comment the name of the thing, you know. What I should use. What are you asking? What's that, Complex? Length? Or you're asking about the pak choy? Or as we call it in Jamaica, pop chow. You still know what it is. You know, we have a lot of Jamaican words for things. What else? Let me see if I can think about anything off the top of my head. One that peeves me, but I hear people saying it a lot, is certificate. Some Jamaicans say certificate. So they put the FI where the TI should be and say certificate instead of certificate. Yeah, we use it in a different way. Funny enough, as an adult, is when I realized that the word thump was a real thing, because I thought it was just a patois word. They thump me, but it's really a real word, you know? Like, there are some things. I was thinking about something today. I was eating, I got introduced to National's sour cream and onion crackers, and this is my 3rd pack in 3 days. So I was saying to myself, you need to stop before it gets clawing. Then I say, you can't really tell nobody that. You have to go say Clyding. And I'm like, it's funny because the moment I discovered that it was clawing, Clyding no work for me again. But there are some things, it's wrong enough, but you cannot be talking to a Jamaican, especially an older person, and say, no man, me not like cheese clawing. I'm going to say, what you talking about? What kind of claw? An animal? It Clyding. So, those things. But as Jamaicans, we understand. There are certain things, but there's a time and a place, I guess, because you can't be, let's say you're presenting on a topic, you can't be like, Be careful of what you eat because it can become clouding. You know, those kind of things. But yeah. Yes, so I'm getting ready to wrap up, come out of here. What am I looking like, Complex? On my end, it says 12 likes, but yeah, not even the 15 now go work. KCS, your notification come on, so you should be live soon. No man, so what I'm saying, Red TV, just click on my, you see my channel? You know where they have the description to say, welcome to Vibing with VC. This is where we talk about XYZ. All you need to do is just go there. My email address is there. You just send me something. All right, because usually once the live ends, I don't have access to all of the information like that. So unless you comment, I won't have access to the info like that. So all you do is just shoot me an email quickly, and that way we can communicate. We say we have 13 likes. All right, let me go for 9 more minutes if I can, with the hope of getting 2 more. Otherwise, that is it. Not even 9 more. 8 minutes and 20 seconds, because I know Casey comes on. Then I'm gonna prepare. Come my night tonight, Casey. So yes, I am gonna prepare myself for what I have to do. Casey knows what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's hope 5. Okay, well, keep hope alive, Complex. All right, folks, so if you're just coming in and you have not had a chance to like the live, feel free to do so. You can double tap the screen to like the live, or click that thumbs up button. If you're new here, I'm VC from Jamaica. I travel around Jamaica and I show people how beautiful Jamaica is. I'm also taking you on another journey to financial peace or financial freedom, to have more, a better relationship with your money. That is what I'm going on now. I'm at baby step 3. I'm trying to complete baby step 3 by the end of this year. So if I'm not, no, me not come back and say if I am not, me must by the hook crook. No, not by the hook crook. By the sweat of my brow, and with hard work and determination, I will get there. Have a blessed rest of the evening and happy Ash Wednesday, Ramadan, whatever your religion celebrates. Much love coming from me. All right, have a good one, Red TV. Thanks for coming by. Sometimes some people will, but I won't see you. Remember, I'm not. If you like the live, it doesn't show me that Casey liked the live. I just see a number coming up. So if you're in the bushes and you're afraid to like it because you don't want VC to know, I won't know. But again, it's up to you. If you just want to sit back and watch, that's up to you as well. But yeah, some people might just not want to do anything apart from just, be in the live. And that's they get the option to do that. I appreciate you all coming in, by the way. I can't believe this, Casey. This is my second live of the day. Number 2. Dos. Do. I can't believe it. This is historic. Luciana should be in here to see this. This one is historic. I've never done this before. Never. Never, never, never. Yeah, man, we tried to it early. Yes, Complex. Me tell them I'm on the 90-day challenge. So only for this week, YouTube got tired of me. Because I posted on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. The first one was earlier, but that's what I tell you, Casey. It was saying that I posted it one day and something ago, but that's a lie. I don't know what happened to the live thing. So it give me one, one thing there. Yeah, I know you were out. Who came on? I remember Sean was on. I remember Joy was on at that time too, but yeah. I know, right? Just for this week, YouTube will be tired of me. But if you have not checked out my little, Casey, I see that you like the post. But did you see the thumbnail, the short that I did on YouTube? So I did a short about it as well. So go ahead and check that out. My pink dress that I thrifted and I paid 300 Jamaican dollars for. So Complex, just for you, that's like a dollar. It's $1.90 US. And so yeah, Casey. So check out pardon me, check out the short as well, because ain't no way I'm gonna create a short for one piece and a post over the other part. So that's what I did. But yeah, so we have 5 minutes to go. If you're just coming in, I'm VC from Jamaica. Feel free to give, give us a thumbs up and say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. If you have not seen it, Complex, have you seen it? You probably didn't get a chance. Come tell us a YouTuber get Wally for me today. I was talking on the weekend about my thrifted dress. It was a pink dress that I was gonna wear and I was gonna show it to you all. I forgot to show it to you all when Casey was live yesterday. I said I was gonna post it, so I posted it in my post, but I also did a short with it, so you can feel free to check it out. But it's also on the thumbnail here too. Casey, you know, see me do thumbnail. May I get better and better every day. So I think I might use that for some of my lives now, because I kind of have a little vibe, and people were excited to see me outside of black. So I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, I do wear color from time to time, but black is comfortable and convenient for me. So, but yeah, that was fun. That was quite fun. All right, Complex. So we have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and I'm hoping that we can get the 15. Yeah. I saw that you were asking when did this happen, because Complex, you know, miss no live, you know. Hi, Mocha's Moment. Thank you for coming by. Welcome. As you come in, please be sure to like the live. Give us a thumbs up. Yeah, I remember you being on Casey's thing, so that's why I was saying thank you for stopping by. Give us a thumbs up and let us know where you're watching from. What country are you watching from? Or what state you're watching from. Yes, Complex. So that happened. I think it was one evening I was leaving work and Casey was on her live and I surprised her. I went by and I surprised her because I think I had to drop off something or pick up something, and she was on live, so I just peeped on to say hello to her folks because I was in the background, and you know, they would always see me typing, but I was never in her live, so I jumped on for a little bit and said hello, chit chatted for a bit, and then I was out. Thank you. You know, Casey, funny enough, these are getting a little older. They're supposed to come out, but I washed it today because I went somewhere yesterday and it was so dusty. And I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna go back to work. Because tomorrow's work again with my scalp looking like it ran through some dirt. So I woke up this morning and I give it a wash. I'll probably freshen it a bit because thankfully for me I can do my own hair. So I probably will just twist. You see like how this twists up? I'll twist the front and just do that. Yeah, Complex. I have gray hair. Been have gray hair. Well, that's not a real thing, but you know these people talk. Complex 8. I want to say I have about 80. If that amount. Yeah, man, I've had gray hair since I was in high school. I saw 3 here first, then they disappeared. Then I used to have 2 here. I remember when I had relaxed hair, so my hair was about the same length as the braid. And when I would comb it down, I would see the 2 peeking out from this side, 2 peeking out from this side. Needless to say, it's everywhere now. Um, when I feel like it, I color it. When I don't, I say, Complex, I said I was gonna color it once a quarter. I've not colored it since, I think I did it once last year. And that was it. I work on my own thing, you know. Because for me, it doesn't really change the price, alright? Sometimes I don't like to see how it blends with certain things. Or when I try to do my sleek back, you know, the grays out. Well, you probably won't know because you're a young boy. But the grays always tend to peek out. But one of these days, maybe when I take this braid out and thing, I'll color it. But then I might just braid it again. Who knows? And I'm trying to not put back my faux locks in yet. I'm giving that a break. But yeah, I know Casey would want me to give it a break. Are we at 15 yet? No. We're at 14. 14 likes. Mocha, I'm sure will be. Oh no, we're at 14 Complex. Oh boy. Don't worry yourself. We gave it a good run. Casey, don't she can never. Why you counting them, young man? Yeah, the black die. We can't read it. Sometimes just can't bother. Wait, gonna turn on the T. Okay, alright. So we just hang around a little bit for my number 15 and then I head out of here. Because it's 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes over my time. And I gotta go get myself together. So complex we're about to I once changed my hair color. I sprayed it gold. My mom nearly so I had to go bald the same day. You're right. If your mom is anything like the Jamaican moms, them say, look here, you live in my house, you live by my rules. When you live by yourself, you do your thing. But when you're under my roof, my rules. So we're waiting on Casey. And once Casey does that, then I will do the, let me see if I can do this one. What's this thing called? Yeah man, the Jamaican moms they don't play those games, and I think a lot of African moms too. There we go. Am I at 15? Alright, so we're celebrating. Let me put some of the celebratory. What is this thing called? I'm at 16 now, complex. Oh, we got 16. Alright, so I'm giving myself a little of these celebratory things and then I'm gonna head out of here, folks. I wanna thank you so much for helping me to get to 16. I appreciate it. This is a vibe. I will see you all in a little bit. You know that Casey, say me I go come on after me done my thing. Because I think I'll go tonight. I've not gone in a little while, so I'm gonna go and do it. So then I'll see you afterwards. But guys, if there's one thing I want to leave with you, remember that even if you love, you want to sleep, well, you probably can come on and do something quick and then you're just done. Or do it afterwards. Either one, but yeah. Folks, I love to travel, but I also like to be financially responsible. I don't like to owe people money. I don't like to be in debt. I don't like to I just don't like the feeling that it gives me. So while I'm on this journey, I'm taking you along with me. I've lived years living the paycheck to paycheck life, and I woke up one morning and I just got fed up of it, and I got sick and tired of it, and I said to myself, I'm getting out of this. It started with paying off my credit card and canceling it, and then it followed with my car and so on. But I'm taking you on the journey because I want to be debt free and live a certain life in terms of things. I mean, when it comes on to my house, I'll have to get a mortgage. Coming out of the money there up front yet, say so yet. But I want to take you on a journey. So I take you on journeys across Jamaica and to show you how beautiful my island home is. But I'm also trying to take you on a journey to be better with money, because we live in a society where so many people want to show off and so many people want to brag about material things and things that can be lost easily and stuff. And we've got so consumed with this consumerism that we don't realize that we're wasting away. Some of the things that we end up throwing away was money that we could use it to do something else. So while I'm here, that's the main reason I have taken this opportunity to just share with you all while I go on the journey. And not only that, it keeps me it's like a sense of accountability for me. So I always remember that, look, I'm sharing with people, and it gets difficult for me sometimes, because sometimes, like Friday we're gone, I mean, by party coming in for party, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not doing it with being irresponsible. I'm doing it from a place where I know that I'm not causing myself to be in any debt. I'm not using money that I don't have to buy these things, and I'm not buying things that I don't need. Going to the store now, I ask myself a question: do you need it? Is it something that you need? And I have become accustomed to telling myself no. Maybe you're not there yet, but I want you to remember that it's a process, And don't compare someone's step 10 on the journey with your step 1. Take your time and you will get there. But outside of that, I want to thank you for journeying with me, whether you're driving across Jamaica or you're changing the relationship that you have with money. So I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. Remember to inspire someone, as Complex said, and Casey, that's Casey's tagline. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next parish. Complex, remember to put the something at the end of the comments, please. Thank you.